So if you're a GoPro Karma fan, you know the feeling when that drone flies up in the air. You know that that's the best drone you ever used and have used, and you want to continue to use it. That's why I made this video. I just wanted to let you know about some changes that are going on. What I'm talking about is the GoPro Quik, the old version, being discontinued. And that's something that I wasn't aware of until I purchased my new computer in order to do renderings with my GoPro Max. When you look at the GoPro site, you would have a hard time finding it. In fact, when you do click on the Quik program, it's the brand new Quik app that is available, and it doesn't do everything that the old GoPro Quik app does. To be honest, I really don't like using the phone to do renderings with the GoPro Max or with anything. I like to use the desktop. And without the cameras, you would have a more difficult time producing overlays on your videos. Now, again, why would you want to look at those overlays? Number one, it's a really nice thing we can do for our videos, and it's just another vehicle that we can use. That if you wanted to do that with other drones, it's not quite as easy as using it with the GoPro Karma. Number one, you need to get the data, telemetry data, from your drone on a separate file. And then you need to use a program such as Dashware to combine the two, the video and the data, so that you can make gauges that are meaningful. All of that is simplified with the old GoPro Quik program. I hear a lot of people talking about workflow and how that affects their enjoyment of the camera. And so if you have a multiple step workflow, you're probably not going to put gauges on your video. So if you are a GoPro fan and been using GoPro cameras for some time, you already know about these gauges and how to put them into your videos. But I have a feeling that a lot of GoPro Karma pilots are not aware of that. So that's why I did this video. Now here we are at the GoPro site, and I'm going to start looking at the apps. And when we look at the apps, we're looking at the GoPro Quik, and what we find out after I click on there, that this is the new GoPro Quik app, and it's made for the phone. And if you scroll down, it's very apparent that there really isn't anything for the desktop. So this is what it looks like on the site. So if you look around for something else, let's take a look at the GoPro player. The GoPro player, if we click on that, we see that this is the desktop app, or the desktop program that you can use, and it really doesn't have anything to say about using the gauges. In fact, you just really cannot use gauges with the GoPro player. And so it's a great app. Like I said, it's a great program that you can use for your Quik, or not Quik, but you can use for your Max. And I found it to be very useful, and I really do enjoy using it. But I really wanted to use a gauge, and so this becomes kind of a problem. So this is where you find the GoPro Quik, the old GoPro Quik that's been discontinued. And as you can see, we've moved on, but that doesn't mean you have to. And how do we know that one day GoPro is going to say, well, we're not going to use or supply you with the old Quik desktop? I don't know. And that's why I'm kind of sounding an alarm that maybe you should download this. Either you have a Mac version or a Windows version, and right now it's version 2.7.0. And it's really something that maybe you should look into, even if you don't think that you're going to use gauges. Let's take a look at some of the features of this. The key features are you can create awesome videos, upload to the cloud, and the main thing is that you can add gauges and all these things that you cannot use with the player. And that's what I like about it. So that's why I think you should consider downloading this, even if you don't think you're going to use this. So I've downloaded the GoPro Quik app to my desktop, and so let's click on it, take a look at it. When I click on it, it does load up, and just hold on there, and it has all of these files that I've already previously loaded into the program. And here are some of my videos. But if I were to go to add media, you have to actually go to this first, specify which folders you want to go to, and then select folder. So what happens is you don't necessarily, and then press save. What happens is, in the past, this Quik would search your folders, search your camera, and pull up these videos. But it doesn't do that anymore for some reason. And so you have to show GoPro which videos you want. The next step would be if you wanted to do, say, an edit of the video, you would click on this video, and this one here, you can see that I've already edited the video, but this is the next step that you have to do. You have to use the adjust gauges, and when you click on that, you're going to see that you have there are various things that you can turn on and turn off. You can turn on or turn off the GoPro logo, which I actually have never seen on my videos. I think they've disabled that. Even though you click it on, it doesn't. It's really kind of useless. But let's take a look at the info cluster, and we'll click on that. But let's take a look here. Now, when you have it in Quik, you can actually move the info cluster wherever you want to. And the advantage of the info cluster, obviously, you see that you have indications for distance. You have indications for altitude. You have right here elevation or climb, and then the time. The time has always been kind of off, so I don't really worry about that too much. In this side here, this is your graph of the acceleration, and it's kind of nice to look at. I mean, sometimes maybe you might not want it, but it adds a little bit of a neat graphic to what it looks like on your video, and at what point do you accelerate. And that's kind of a neat little thing, that feature. This next thing is the G's. It tells you, uses the accelerometer to show you just about where your GoPro is, or your Karma is rapidly accelerating or decelerating. It's interesting. You don't necessarily need it all the time, but I include that because it's one of the gauges that is available. Then finally, this is probably the one that these two gauges, these three gauges here are the main gauges. This is your speedometer, and also it shows you the direction that you're going. So this is kind of an important button or gauge that you might look for. And then this is your map. So just to give you an idea about, sometimes you just want to know what was your flight path. Where did your Karma go while you were filming? And this is pretty cool and interesting. So all of these gauges are available to you in the Quik app. And this is the legacy Quik app. And you can choose to use them, you can choose not to use them, or you can use a few of them. but it's available to you in the Quik app. So that's why I'm recommending that. This is a really, really good thing you should think about using or downloading for your own use. Now just take a look at a couple of videos that uses some of these gauges and see what you think, if it helps or not. Hope you enjoy, and please subscribe if you feel like this has helped you, and give it a like. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.